Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey Obodo fam. Good evening, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are well. Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you've not yet done so. Thank you very much, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. Please give us a thumbs up. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are well. Welcome to tonight's live stream. How's everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025. I trust you're all doing well with your loved ones. Work is going well. Life is treating you well. Thank you, everybody. Let's give us a thumbs up. I hope you're enjoying the summer, the hot months. As you all know, if you live in the abroad, it's very temporary. So enjoy it while it lasts, because very soon the winters and the cold months will come again. So let's enjoy it while we can. Welcome everybody. So I'm just going to quickly jump right into it because I saw this story and I wanted to share it with you guys because we talk a lot about domestic violence here. You guys know that. And we usually look at it from different angles, causes, effects, and how this impacts on people's lives. So many stories we shared here where people have actually deleted, unalived one another, unalived, it's a lot that goes on. It seems like as there's so much pressure in the abroad. There's pressure everywhere in the world, but for me personally, I feel like when you are living in a society that is so structured like this and you don't have the outlets to let off some of that pressure, it can have very harmful effects or impact on your well-being, your mental health, especially your emotional health. So one of the reasons why I love Nigeria and living in Nigeria is because no matter how tough things become in Nigeria, there will always be things that you can engage in that will take off. Like, it will seem as if that stress will help to balance it out. Yeah. You are surrounded by family, extended family, friends, activities, social activities especially. It's not everybody that is a sociable person, but I don't think there's anywhere in a place like Nigeria that you are that you're not going to have things that will engage you. And those engagements are very important to your mental and emotional well-being. Mm. So, jumping right to the story tonight is a story of an auntie that went to visit her daughter who was living in Canada with her husband. Sudbury. Is it Sudbury they call it? Sudbury. I think it's Sudbury. Sudbury. So the story has it that I did share it in the Canadian group. And I was asking if anybody knows more, because these are real people and yeah, real situations, and somebody must know somebody. Yeah, I'd like to know if anybody knows more about this, please. Let me know. Yeah. So the story has it that this lady, she's an auntie, went to visit the daughter in Canada. Um, Daughter married to a man called Lucky Igbejelele. That's the name. And he's just a 36-year-old man, Nigerian man. Quite young, 36. Hmm. And the wife is 32. So this woman is the wife's mother, right? Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up. Yeah, I didn't say it doesn't happen in Africa. I didn't say that they drive through the city. That's not what I said. I'm talking about the pressure of life here and the differences in the lifestyle between here and Nigeria. I didn't say it does not happen. Okay, so the story just simply has it that it happened on Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. Uh, the woman too was injured. That's the young lady that is 22 years old, the wife. That's the daughter of this auntie. Greater Sudbury Police Station said that there were two children in the house when they arrived, and the children were fine. And it was at midnight, shortly after 12:35 a.m. precisely, in the morning of July 2nd, that the officers were called to come to the resident because there was something going on there, which they describe as an intimate partner that violence related in Lone Streets. Yeah. And they said that they were somebody has injuries. When the police got there at the scene, they met the woman, the young woman, 32-year-old woman outside the place, the residence. She had injuries, but they said it was not serious. It wasn't anything life-threatening. And they took her to hospital. The paramedics took her to hospital, and the police entered the house to check on the welfare of those who were inside. That's where they found this auntie. She's 63 years old, and they said that she had sustained a lot of injury. Unfortunately, she had died on the scene. There was a comment there that I saw that I thought, oh, that was quite, made a lot of sense. Let me read it out to you. I'll read it out to you. And then we'll talk about I want to look at it from the angle of, in-laws. Again, we'll talk about it as in-laws, and also talking about stress. Managing stress. Because this is what this person's comment was about. Somebody commented and said, living abroad can be challenging. And it's understandable that some people may feel frustrated or depressed. Yeah. Abroad living is not a joke. It's not a joke at all, at all, at all. I mean, life everywhere is by the grace of God I will survive. There's nowhere life is easy. It's always funny when you are in Africa, you think some people that jackpot are now facing the reality now. Because when they were trying to jackpot, they thought, oh, if I can just get there, then everything will be okay. Well, it can be okay for some people, but other people, the road is not always smooth. It's paved with a lot of turns. The road is filled with bumps, gallop. What they call those potholes. It's in Nigeria, you have potholes. There's a lot of potholes. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not always so easy. And the person went on to say that if you are not happy in the country where you are currently living in, it's okay to consider returning to your home country. I want to read that again. If you are not happy in the country that you are currently living in, it's okay to return back to the country where you are coming from. My mom used to say, Tíwájú ò bá ṣe ń lọ, ẹ̀yìn ṣe ń padà sí. That means if you cannot go forward, you can go backward. There are two things in life. If front no let you go, reverse, you go back to where you're coming from. Yeah, I know it's not always easy. It's easier said than done, just packing up to go. Especially for people who have, they don't have anything. You sold off everything that you have, where are you going? You start thinking, they will laugh me. going back is not even an option. You just say, you know what, let me man up and, toughen up and just find a way. Yeah. And the person also said it's okay to consider returning to your home country. Living abroad is a personal choice. No one is obligated to stay if it doesn't bring fulfillment. Not be everybody go get money like Dangote. That one funny. You say not be everybody go get money like Dangote. At the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Welcome everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. We are talking about the pressure of living in the West. So one of the things that make people feel so pressured living in this part of the country is the bills. Uncle Bill, is that you? People always, I mean, there are bills everywhere in the world. In Nigeria, there are bills, but it's not so structured like this. Like it's not like this one that is just clockwise. It's a the West is like they set the bills in a that's why they will have what they call direct debit standing orders. On that day, bang bang, the money must come out for your account, whether you get it or not. So yeah, it can be quite stressful for a lot of people living in the abroad. So I mean, when I read that, I know a lot of people will be rolling eye. How can you be saying that? Shena Nigeria easy. Nowhere easy. Oh. Nowhere easy. So I don't have much information regarding this. But this auntie, her name is Lydia Ogbejele. I think that name sounds like an Edo name. I might be wrong. 63 years old mother. Hmm. Lydia Ogbejele, 63 years old. So the daughter was now seeking for help to take the body of the mom home. She said she needed 20,000 Canadian dollars. Yeah. She was visiting. She was visiting her daughter when this happened. Yeah. So usually before things get to this level, there would have been issues occurring in that household. So let me finish the story because what happened was that the young man who did this, after doing it, he ran. Yeah, he ran, but the police later found him 12 hours later around 11:30 a.m. of July 2nd. The police in that city reported that they located him. He was in a wooded area in a place called Alder Street, and he also had some injuries which the police said they suspect is self-inflicted. Being able to control your emotions, it will save your life. Oh. And one of the emotions that we need to really, really learn how to control is anger. Anger is an emotion. All the negative emotions, we need to learn to control them because it can literally save your life. Welcome, everybody. I see you guys. Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yeah. So he ran, and then of course they'll find him. He's not Nigeria now. They'll find him. Where can you hide? You can run, but in the abroad, it's only a question of time. They'll catch you because they'll share the picture everywhere. Police will be searching. They'll put it on newspapers, TV, and everything, and somebody will spot you. A black man cannot run very far in a place like Canada because you stand out like everywhere you go. They will notice you. So they arrested him, of course, and took him into custody without any incident. They even took him to hospital to treat his injuries. So the family, that's the daughters now set up a GoFundMe. Uh, they said she came from Nigeria to visit to support me with my children, the daughter said. So that's why I said it's Omugwo. Yeah, we all know that it's Omugwo, that usually the mother, one of the mothers, usually the mother of the woman of the will come to help with the kids. And the young lady said this was meant to be a joyful family visit. It turned into a heartbreaking nightmare that changed our lives forever. She said, when I returned from work, I saw my husband coming out of the house in his work uniform going to work. He immediately turned back and followed me inside, and I opened the door and asked him if he was going to work. He answered that he had resigned from his job, which I knew nothing about at the time. So she said she walked back into the house. He followed her, locking the door behind them. And then he started, bouncing on them and attacking her, trying to unalive her, you know. She said she escaped from the house, struggling to survive, but she didn't hear or see her mother. And that was because he had already, the mother was already unalived by the time she got there. She said her mother was a peaceful woman full of love and care for everyone. Her passing has shaken her entire family, especially my sisters, brothers, and father, who are mourning her loss back home and hoping to see her laid to rest where she belongs. She said, I'm going to do my best to stay strong for my family. However, there's cost involved in repatriating my mother's body and more than I can manage. Yeah. So at the time of the article, she had raised some money. I think the people had already donated about $14,000. Yeah. And they were asking for public help to be able to gather the money to be able to do that. Moving to a new country is a big transition. It comes with hope, but also with pressure. This is what was written on Nigerian Association Facebook page. And exactly, and I didn't see this. This is so interesting. Let me put it, because this is exactly what I wanted to talk about. Is just mirroring my thoughts. Let me share my screen so you see. This is exactly what I wanted to focus on. I'm just reading this article now, and it says moving to a new country is a big transition. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on, guys. Please give us a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. Please give us a thumbs up. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Yeah. So this is the aspect I really wanted to talk about tonight. He said, moving to a new country is a big transition. It comes with hope, but also with pressure. Um, Many newcomers face stress from job loss, cultural shock, financial strain, and the feeling of being alone. And over time, these struggles can weigh heavily on mental and emotional health. This is exactly what I wanted to talk about. We Africans don't take our mental health. We don't even. Most people still believe that when they say mental health, that what are you people talking about, Seth? Kill and so. And the article further says some people they come abroad with dreams of a better life, only to feel lost, powerless, and even ashamed when things don't go as planned. In trying to cope, some begin to lash out. Hmm. Especially at their loved ones, right? But for men especially, who were taught to always be in control, it can seem like they are lost their place in the world. In our African communities, we sometimes carry unspoken rules from home that don't work here. Some men feel disrespected because their partners are more independent. Some men feel silenced because they are afraid of being judged or abandoned. All of this tension can lead to serious conflict. And the post further on went to say, but violence is never the solution. It is a dangerous response to pain and pressure, and when left unchecked, it ruins families and lives. The post calls for honest conversations. If you notice someone is getting angry all the time, trying to control their partner, isolating themselves, or using culture or excuse their behavior, using culture to excuse their behavior, please speak up, encourage them to get help. Canada has a lot of resources for families, for men, for women, and no one needs to suffer alone. This article very well. It just literally just everything I wanted to say. The stress of the abroad, for especially people that have not found their feet yet. Once upon a time, I did a story where I was talking about how long it takes to settle in the abroad. I was using my own personal story because this is everybody's journey is different. And usually when you do stories like that, people will come and say, within 2 years I bought a house. Within 1 year I bought a house. People's journey is different. Some people have been here. I was hearing stories the other day of some people that have been here years. Even paper is still a struggle. Some people 10, 15 years. The basic thing that you need to give you the freedom to be able to walk, to travel, to even go back home, you don't have it. So everybody's journey is different. Linda, do you know them personally? I'm looking at your comments. You're saying that since Mama called him good for nothing with him, Mama called him good for nothing with not having a job and knowing how low vibrational mindset clusters. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying, Linda. I have no idea what you're saying. Okay, so tonight I want to focus on may the soul of this auntie rest in peace. It's a very tragic thing that happens, and I pray Kolo ma jari ru e mo. But we need to learn how to manage. We need to learn how to manage stress. We must learn how to manage stress. So they said that the guy lost his job. What's happening in the home in terms of, the marriage, the relationship, and the dynamics? So last weekend, I was having a conversation with someone whose mom is here, a friend whose mom is visiting. And, this is her own mother in her own home. But she was telling us about how chaotic things have become in their home, in her home. So in my mind, she was like, no, things are not really working well. The children are not happy. They are so stressed. Mama does not understand there's cultural differences or, cultural clash between her kids and her mother. I'm like, okay, who is going to solve? I heard you explain it. I don't understand. That's a lot. So in my mind, I was thinking as she was narrating the story to us about different things like, taking space in the house, the activities that the children used to do. For instance, if they are doing it now, mama is complaining, and that the children don't feel free at home anymore. So these are some of the things that can cause problems when mother-in-laws, even if it's your own mother that is visiting, it can become problematic. A lot of we're not blaming the unalive, but a lot of aunties and uncles from that generation don't understand boundaries. They don't. They don't. They don't understand boundaries at all, because all I was saying is that yeah, when they come to your home, imagine the person that was sharing this story lives alone with her kids, right? She and her children are living together. If her partner was there, or if she had a husband, or the father of her children was there, imagine how that environment would be. The man will not be happy. He will say, ah, you brought your mother here. Why is your mother upsetting my kids? If they are not able to manage those situations, yeah, it can become very problematic. Bigbe say our parents can be very territorial even in our own home. It's important that we step in and not let our parents get involved in our marital disputes, even if it's your own mother. Yes. Thank you for saying that, Bingpe. That's what I was saying. Some of our parents don't respect any band. They believe, parents, African parents, especially Nigerian parents, always see you, no matter how old you are or how mature you are, they still see you as their child because they are your parents. So they feel like they can even come to your house and tell you what to do. They can still tell you off at your big age. So it takes a lot of wisdom to have in-laws. And that's why this living with in-laws is not a thing that I encourage anybody to do long term. But some people do it because, again, they have no choice. They need the support that the mothers bring or the in-laws bring in terms of looking after the children, because childcare not be your mates. Yeah. I'm not saying that, she deserved what happened to her. Please don't mashimigbo. Nobody deserves to be unalived. And we're just talking about issues that can happen generally when in-laws are visiting and people are unable to manage their stress levels. Yeah. Some people don't know how to manage their stress, especially men. Women, I'm a bit better off because we women, we verbalize our thoughts more. So the way some of this, the way our parents raised our brothers, again, that raises a lot of questions. You have to be a man. You have to be, what does it even mean? You have to be a man. Men don't cry. Men do this. Men do that. It's a lot of pressure being a man. And in the abroad, there's nothing like you are a man. Everybody, if you are the whole purpose of marriage, why marriage favors people in the abroad, is because you're supposed to be working together. You're supposed to build together. So, for instance, in Nigeria, the roles are different. Men usually pay, they'll pay the rent, bring money for food, pay school fees, pay everything. That's the ones that have. It's not to say that there are still homes that women are the ones doing it. Yeah. But generally, that is the culture. Okay. If the rent is due, for instance, the man is expected to bring the money. If the children are going to school, the man is supposed to bring the money. Ella, thank you. Ella said, I really enjoyed your video about managing loneliness in the abroad. I felt like I was there when you were barbecuing with your friends. Thank you. Yeah, it's very, very important that you do that as well. I'm always very, very focused on that stress bucket and how you can reduce your stress levels. If you don't, you're going to get in trouble. You must bring down your stress levels. We face incredible, stress levels in the abroad with work life. The balance is not there. I know people will be talking about work-life balance, work-life balance. Where is the work-life balance? Eh? Somebody in that same video that you're talking about, Ella, said that they've been trying to do that with their friends in Houston, and their friends are always working. Yeah. So they couldn't do it. Adeboye said, I'm talking from experience because I have to move out, and that was the break of our marriage because my ex-mother-in-law almost sent me to prison. I had to run for my life. Okay, so we're still talking about in-laws here. Tammy said, my mom was with us for 3 months, and oh my God, marriage almost scatter. My what? Your son or your husband had a breakdown because my mom was always on his case. Now wisdom na take survive 3 months. Yes. You know what it is? I think our houses are too small for anybody to be living with us, especially in the UK. It's too small. Honestly, Nigeria have bigger houses. There will be space for mama to stay. Bringing your parents to live. I tell you, my friend was telling me that the children feel so stressed with how mother being there. So in my mind, I'm saying, okay, if you were your mother is visiting the mother-in-law now, you can imagine how that situation is gonna go, right? There will be a lot of conflict because the mother. Okay, let me give one of the examples that she gave. She gave us the daughter. One of our children does piano lessons. Piano. She does music. So she takes piano classes and has to rehearse piano at home. Mama all of a sudden now say the piano is disturbing her. So I was like, is she playing for long hours? She said no, that she has other homework. She only does the piano. She just rehearse for like maybe 40 minutes a day or 30 minutes about. I said, Mama can be here for 40 minutes now. She said, no. Mama was complaining too much about the piano. She doesn't like it, oh, this, oh. So they had to move. They had to move the piano away from the living room. And I said to her, I said, but moving piano from living room is not going to stop the music. Anywhere you put piano in, not be all these our small cubicle houses for UK. You will see here. So I was not having a conversation with her. I said, did you have a discussion with your child before you move the piano? She said no. I said, okay, so you need to reflect on that. You should have had a conversation with your daughter that, okay, Mama is saying that this piano, maybe she's trying to watch Nollywood or something. Is it okay if we move it to your room? Please, just beg her, bribe her. Sometimes me, I bribe my kids, though. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do to get them on your side. Bribe them. Money always works. And boys like money. Once they see money, they will begin to smile. So, yeah, there's a lot of conflict that comes with in-laws living with you. So we're not blaming that mama, but I think there was a lot going on in that marriage. It's not to excuse what the young man did. I don't think there is any reason at all why you have to take this step, because remember, when you act out like this, you're not only ruining somebody else's life, you succeeded in buying your what's it called, your mother-in-law, and that stigma is going to live in your generation forever. And you've succeeded in ruining your own life. Now he's going to go to jail. They're going to try him, and his life is over. That's why you cannot allow emotions to control you. You must learn how to walk away. Yes, the person is very annoying. They're always talking down at you. They don't respect you in your own home. What are you going to do about it? See, I feel like if any in-laws come to live with you as a couple and you don't work together as a team to be able to address any issue that comes up, it can literally lead to the break of marriage. Yeah. So somebody was saying in the comment section earlier on about how that was the start of the break of our marriage. Yeah. Yes. Bringing in-laws. You need to be careful. Baby Joy say, I'm currently telling my spouse not to bring his mom over for Omugwo, but he's still not listening, saying I will need the help. I'd rather be stressed than have her in my space. So bringing your mother-in-law for Omugwo usually is not a good idea, because you that are just giving birth will be the one that will be cooking and cleaning for him, for if she's old especially. You'll be the one that will be taking care of her. She will expect you to, but your own mother, no matter how old they are, they will understand. So I will advise you to bring, if you have an elder sister from your side of the family, is better. If you don't have a mom anymore, baby Joy, don't, mother-in-law shouldn't do Omugwo, especially the husband's mother. No, the wife's mother, in my opinion, is the one. In fact, the Omugwo is Igbo word. All across Nigeria we do Omugwo, but it's usually your mother. Why would my mother be alive and then my mother-in-law will be doing Omugwo? Except in some cases where, she's somebody that you know very well, she's amiable, she's not going to cause wahala, and you are not going to end up being the one looking after her. Otherwise, either your mom or your sister, if you have an elder sister. Some people bring their elder sister. Being placed like you are telling a story there in the comment section. No, I didn't pick up the story. Let me go and see if I can find it. Guys, give us a thumbs up. We are talking about the dynamics of all this bringing somebody, your bringing your mother to come and live with you. Okay, I think this is where your story started, Bingpe. It's quite a few comments you put, oh. Okay, so this is, let me start from here. You said, I'm having a conversation on the phone with my partner, then we're planning our wedding, which I disagree with his point of view. And you said, Auntie B, could you believe what my mother said, sided with him? Yes, I can believe. I can believe. That's very, very normal. Yeah. Bingwe said, I dropped that call and told my mother to never do that again. I told her not to get involved in my conversation with my partner. Yeah. If your partner is wrong, she will side your partner. Their generation is like that. Everything a man does is right in their eye. That is, you can't change them. Oh. Lie. Mm? Bingbe went on to say, she told me not to be upset, that she's trying to see reason with him. I told her, you don't even understand what we are talking about. So how can you side with him? I had to nip it in the bud. Yeah. That's because you are a wise woman, Bingbe. Some women would side with their mother no matter how what she does. She say, but she's my mother now. She's my mother now. Linda said, a celebrity called Jenny Ma, Vietnamese. Her husband said she divorced her because she got tired of her family members overstaying their visit in her home. They moved in and he couldn't wear his boxers freely. Baba Oni Baba, in his own house. So, yes. Nobody's making excuses, but what can lead to stress? Because again, we need to be careful around things that happen at home because somebody is already stressed at work, right? We condemn what he did because he's literally thrown his life away. And I talked about how we need to, work on our temperament to be able to control all those negative emotions, such as anger. Yeah. If you have a mother-in-law, a sister-in-law, a family staying with you as a couple and they are causing problem, both of you need to come together and decide, agree what needs to happen with that visitor. Because this is your home. If you allow somebody from Nigeria who is visiting to break your home or cause you problem, you are the one that will suffer the consequences. Yeah. Linda, you keep using example of people that we are talking about our culture. Now you are talking about Cardi B. Now what for you? You need to look at it from a cultural perspective. One can go say, I know a lady that brought her friend to help her with her kids for some time before she will go and start her life. But the friend took her husband. Okay, when we want to carry this matter enter now, one can go, egg by me. The friend took her husband. Oh, that's a husband on the loose. That is a husband that was on the loose. Oh my God. Okay, somebody said that they brought their relative, and upon arrival, she had an accident and was now the one who is doing the caregiving as well as caring for the newborn and my other children. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Bingbe, in response to what you were saying about how your mom, got into your conversation with your husband, let me tell you this. We're talking about mothers and, all this in-law thing. And one other of my friend mentioned how, she was when her father was she said when her father was alive that she would send money to her dad and the dad will call did her father that generation she said she will send money to her dad will ring from Nigeria and ring her husband to thank her husband. She that sent the money. will not get thank you. It's her husband that will get it. It's all about patriarchy. It's patriarchy. Can you imagine? You send money to your mom. It's your husband that will collect the thank you. The link is in the comment section if you want to jump in and say something. Tito Lokwe said, my mom is here to visit for 2 months, and for the sake of conflict avoidance, I moved her to another floor of the house, which only her is staying, to avoid pissing each other off. That's really wise. You have a big house, then you have another floor. But in some cases, some people don't have that privilege. They don't. Ornament said, be careful bringing your family members that are not disciplined. A friend of mine is divorced now because her mom is making out with her husband. Are you serious? All these stories are so horrible. Egbami, Aladugbo. Are you serious? Beans Corner said, my mother-in-law came from Omugwo against my wish. And as the stress started, I moved out to a hotel with my baby for a while. Was fully breastfeeding, so it worked out well for me. I can't come and buy myself. What did your husband have to say about you moving out of your home? And how did you manage to get around that? Did she have to leave before you come back, or how exactly did that work out? You can't just leave your home. And Olivia has a good story. She said, my mom have been to her house 7 times. She's invisible when she comes, that my husband doesn't mind her being around always. Oh, aren't you blessed? Yeah, there are mothers like that. Yeah, mothers like that, they have sense. Sean said, it can work if the mother-in-law only stay for a few months out of the year, mind her business, and doesn't complain. Speaking from personal experience, plus the marriage needs to be 10 years old. Yes. Especially European houses are not favorable to any mother-in-law visitor. Our houses are too small. The spaces are so small. So where are you put them? Some people have to even vacate their bedroom for their mothers or mother-in-laws when they visit. That's how, as people that are struggling, maybe they live in a two-bedroom apartment, and they've got kids. Yeah, I've seen stories like that where they practically have to leave their bed and be sleeping on the floor in the living room, so that the mother is your mother now. You don't want your mother to go and sleep on the floor before she go and tell the whole village, pé mo wá wo ọmọ mi l'Amẹ́ríkà, ilẹ̀ ẹlẹ̀ no ní kí n sùn sí. The whole village will hear. They will call village meeting for you. Hmm. 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 Topsy said he thanked the husband because some men don't allow their wife to send money to their families. They monitor everything, including their wife's finances. So we should thank him for allowing her to send the money she worked for to her own father, Abi. Where are they see all these kind men safe? Where all these kind men dey? Because me, I don't know any man like that too. I don't know any man like that they have to thank for allowing his wife to send the money she worked for. Does he not send money to his own mother? Or his own father? Does the father call the wife to thank her for allowing him to send money? Why not they see all this kind Ekwensu people? I don't know. I can't comment on that anyway, because me, I don't know any human being like that. Maureen said, my husband and I slept on the floor for the first time my mother-in-law visited. We are just 1 bedroom. Okay. That's what I was just saying. Thank you, Maureen, for testifying to that. I know it happens. What can you do? You start from somewhere. Nobody comes to the abroad and you start living in a 3 or 4 bedroom house. Especially if it's just you or you and your partner. You have to start somewhere. You build slowly. So if you just have 1 bedroom, what are you gonna do? Yes, some people you try, I like your comment, Lara. Sometimes it is better for you to spend that money. It is cheaper for you to pay that money that you don't want to spend on childminder or childcare because what you will lose when in-laws come is higher. Okay, for example, this situation that we're talking about now with this auntie, this mommy from Nigeria, may God rest her soul. She was only 63 years old, unalive. Her husband is alive in Nigeria. It's a tragedy. So imagine if she didn't come and the husband and wife had to pay for childcare, or even one of them, the one that earns more money, will go to work and the other partner will stay and look after the children. It is cheaper. But you know, we are Nigerians, we're always thinking about bottom line. You're always thinking of it. We will save money. Oh, yes, it's good. But it sometimes you need to consider the cost. Sometimes it's more expensive. On this occasion now, is it not more expensive? Two people's life ruined completely. Mother-in-law, sudden kulopa mama on his own son-in-law's hand. Then the son-in-law now, because he cannot manage his own negative emotions of anger, whether he ran mad, Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè sọ, he's going to be in jail for life probably. Can you see that? Yeah. So yeah. So it costs less. Life is for the living, said madness. My mother-in-law has been living with us for over 1 year now, and it's not easy. It's not been rosy. Walking and getting her back to her feet is in the coming months. She absolutely has to go. I need my space. Yeah. 1 year is a long time. And it's not easy looking after old people. When I celebrated my 50th birthday, my eldest brother came. I invited me. It's me that used my I use my hand to write invitation letter to British High Commission. I want to invite my brother to my birthday. He stayed for only 3 weeks. I couldn't wait for him to go. Honestly, I just could not wait. Looking after an elderly person is no joke. I was working. The children are going to school. Everybody is busy. And you have to make food for these people 3 times a day. We don't eat breakfast at home. We wake up, everybody goes out. Children are going to school, everybody is going to work. Nobody makes food in my house in the morning. If you want to go eat a cereal, make yourself a sandwich or something. I don't have time to cook in the morning. But do you know that I had to be cooking? When he was 70 years old then. I had to be cooking. In the morning, one other of my friend I invited from Nigeria, she was the one that saved my life. She was staying with us as well. You have to cook in the morning. You cook in the afternoon. You cook in the evening. Every day, this man want to eat egg and bread. At the point, I told him, I said, brother, this egg you are eating, don't you think it's too much for your age? Must you eat bread every day? This is what we eat, though. This is what I eat in Nigeria. I was getting irritated. That 3 weeks, I couldn't wait for him. When he was going, I was happy. The day he left, even the children, everybody was like, last. Not that we don't love him or we didn't want him to be there, but it wasn't convenient. It was just not convenient. So I can't imagine him staying for 6 months. Like Ojo. And on top of the one that is going to hospital, I was taking him to hospital for checks, for this. He had a surgery, eye surgery. It was hectic for me. So, Charis Olivia, your connection is not good though. Today that you want to join me, check your connection, my dear. Yeah. So, yeah, you have to count the cost of bringing people over here. In Nigeria, you got people that are doing all this job for you, so you don't need to bother about cooking or taking care of, elderly people. You have to cook. I don't cook like that. I don't cook. My people in my house know that I don't cook like that. I cook once in maybe 2-3 weeks because I make big pots. I don't have time to cooking every day. Once I cook big pots, I dish it and put in the freezer. If you want to eat, go and warm it. If you don't want it, you are not hungry. But these elderly people, you have to serve them. You have to make the food and you literally go and serve them where they sit. When they finish eating, you have to pack the plate, wash it. You hold their hands like baby. So me, I can't imagine myself doing that for even me Oleshe. I can't do it. I'm not even gonna lie. Mm-mm. I can't do it. It was hell. It was too much of service. Anywhere I go, I'll be thinking about lunch. Okay, what is he going to eat this evening? I'm planning meals, you know, planning his schedule on top of my own busy schedule, on top of everything, taking care of the whole family. I was stressed. If you see me, eh? When he left, hmm, it's like I should go and do Thanksgiving. Hmm? Money Lola is like you're sharing a story with us there. Aha, let me read that story. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. We are talking about having the pressure of having, family members, especially the elderly one, visit us here. Because we are sharing the story of this auntie who sadly was unalive by his son-in-law in Canada. And we are just, talking generally about things that can make people go so crazy. Mwinola said, my colleague's mother-in-law stayed with him and his wife for 6 months. They complain, she will use his credit card, complain, take over their space. Yes, taking over the space is one of the things that my friend was complaining about her mother. She said her mother taking over the living room. The children cannot even do anything. Oh, oh, my goodness. He said, he warned his wife that if she doesn't talk to her, she will buy her a ticket to take her ticket back home. She refused. They booked the ticket and sent her back. Yeah. Let them go back. People, I mean, even if you love them, they visit you, they shouldn't stay long. Sometimes you see what somebody said earlier on. I can't remember the name of the person that said it. It really it resonates with me. I'd rather pay to have my children in childcare if I had young babies than the stress of all these in-laws or even your own mother if they are the type that will come and change the atmosphere in your home. I don't think this abroad is designed for that life. It's not. It's easier to do it in Nigeria than here. Mm. Shayo say Nigeria must eat proper cooked meal. You are lucky he asked for egg and bread. Shayo, my eye see shege. He must eat 3 times cooked meal 3 times a day. He doesn't know how to eat any of these fast meals that we make here. And he likes pounded yam. I will be cooking soup, cook egusi, cook ogbonna, cook egusi, cook this. Yeah, by me. Linda said, Auntie B, there are a lot of men, especially those low vibrational mindset, classless, dysfunctional men. You cannot send money without them approving it, even if you are working harder than the man. What are you doing with a classless, low functioning, low vibrational man in the first place? What are you doing with them? So I'm not even going to blame the man. I'm blaming you that is picking that kind of a man. Abi, don't you have a say in the matter of the person that you're marrying or your partner? You have a say. They didn't force you. They didn't kidnap you. So what are you doing with a lot of all these people that will have a problem with you sending money to your parents? I beg. That for me, that's just, I don't know. I can't process it. Being best Auntie B, the first time my mother came here, I got stressed from cooking for her almost every other day. She was not ill, but she doesn't just get the memo. When she came the second time, I made her cook. See, mommy, Leo, mommy didn't ask to come to America. It's you that is bringing mommy to America. Leave mommy to stay in Lagos. JJJ. You made mommy to cook. He said the stress was too much. You couldn't cook every day. You made her cook. That everyday cooking, all those traditional people, they are used to everyday cooking because their wives used to cook for them. They are used to everyday cooking. They don't know that obodooyinbo life. There is no time to be cooking. That's why we have big freezers. Who has time to be cooking every day? I can't do it though. Ejo. I cannot. Remy said, African guests come here and expect 3 hot meals just like they get back home, forgetting that there's no domestic help, house help, driver, gate man. Yeah. Oyibo people here, the elderly people that me I work with, if they are lucky if they have one hot meal a day. One. If is the lucky one. Some of them live on processed what they call it, supermarket food, ready meals. That's what they live on. Sandwiches, sandwiches, bread. They are lucky if they have one ready meal, hot meal a day. Hmm. Joe. So I mean, we are saying all this to encourage people or to for people to learn. Pay bringing somebody here, you might think you are saving money. They are going to help you, but at what cost? And brothers, please, if you are married, before you bring anybody, you and your wife need to sit down and discuss. You can't go and bring your mother that is 75 years old or 80 years old and say, oh, she's coming to do Omugwo. Let your wife decide who she wants. She's the one that needs help. She's the one that carried the pregnancy. She's the one that went to deliver, had the baby. You are not the one that carried pregnancy. So you cannot be telling her who is going to come to help her. Please, let's be sensitive to one another's needs. Let's be sensitive, to avoid all these stories that touch. It's something that you can have a conversation about. Okay, do we need help? Who can we bring? You guys in America don't have, and that part of the world don't have maternity. Here, if you have a baby, you have 1 year maternity in this UK. In the father self will still take 2 weeks paternity. We know some people in some places in this part of the country that as they are coming from maternity, they are coming with Onyu. They are already pregnant with another one. But Ika Odogba, in some part of the world, it's only 2-3 weeks that they give you. You have to go back to work. So I understand. And that you see why the owners of the land don't have children like that. That's why when I see women here having 5 children, I'm looking at them and I'm shaking my head. 6 children. Are you guys, or are you normal? As Mr. Macaroni would say. What is wrong with you? It is when I came to the abroad, I finally realized why Oyibo no dey born. You think Oyibo go sit down and say they no want born? Why? Why they no want born pikin? Because they no get the capacity to look after pikin. Their lifestyle, pikin no fit into them. But we, hey, Nigerians especially, if I say they use children swear for us. Mo said, we don't have the same village support, time flexibility, or affordable help. It's different context, and trying to match Nigeria expectations can leave you burnt out, frustrated, and overwhelmed. Yeah. Cooking is not only you, Elizabeth. Cooking Nigerian food is no joke. Nigerian food are the ones that take forever. One day, me and my son timed the time it took me to cook ayamase because one of my sons love ayamase, and he said, Mom, can you make ayamase? I want ayamase. I want ayamase. So one day I told him, I said, come to the kitchen and sit with me and let's time it. 4 hours for one pot of soup. 4. Remove 4 hours in a day. Remove the 8 hours you are going to sleep. How many hours do you have left in one day? Or remove the 8 hours that you are going to work. 4 hours it took me to cook that soup. So it's a lot of pressure. We're talking about the domestic we're talking about the domestic aspect now. What about the pressure of the increased bills that you have to pay? Do you guys know that the more people that live with you, the more your utilities are going to increase, right? If you have one person in a house, your electricity and gas bill is not going to be the same. Your water bill is not going to be the same. The more people that live in a household, the more you're going to pay. So at the end of the day, you need to look at the costs. What I'm saying is that the couples who are bringing people need to sit down and discuss. Do we want all this wahala of bringing somebody, your mom or my mom or our relative to come and stay with us? Tola said, me that I told my mom, don't expect me to cook for you 3 times a day. Oh, go easy now. Go easy. Maureen said, my mother-in-law came for my first baby. After that, I paid for childcare for the remaining 2. That one experience was enough for me. The one you had enough. Shayo, you are talking of which Oyibo bread? They don't eat Sainsbury's bread though. Is that sweet bread? That one that used to be strong. That's the one. You will now fry the egg the way, and you know the way we fry our Nigerian Oyibo, they want to make their omelette or whatever eggs the way they make it. Kakpakpa. But we will cut tomato, you will cut onions, you will now do all the processes to fry ordinary egg in the morning. Our time is so, it's like we have less than 24 hours when you are in the abroad with the things that you need to do in a day. When you work in Nigeria, in some organizations, if you work in the civil service, you can cut corners and you go to work and not stay the long day. You have people around you. You cannot even, it's not the same. Mm? Mo said, I am vocal about my limits. I always tell my husband, let's not do anything that will breed resentment. I like that. I always tell my husband, do not let us do anything that will breed resentment. We've learned the hard way that it's better to say no early than to carry silent resentment. You don't want to know. It's the silent resentment that making people buy one another up and down. Those silent resentments that is making marriages to collapse every day. So we talked about all the domestic issue coupled with the stress of work. Just add the stress of work to it. Some people do work that they are expected to stand. You stand for hours. There's no work in the abroad that is easy. Faith said, my sister has been asking my mom to go to America, but she keeps refusing. She hates being inconvenienced or being uncomfortable in another environment. Yeah. Charis Olivia in the building.
Hello,
Hello.
Auntie.
Hey,
Good evening.
you called today. How are you?
Hey, I said let me call today and join you.
Okay, thank you. Nobody wants to join me. I've been doing all the talking. I was just saying, okay, I've talked enough. Yap, yap, yap for 1 hour. Okay, welcome, my darling.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Obodo Farm. Good evening, everyone on the live stream. How is everyone doing? And to be, this is a very sad. I don't know. It's a very sad topic actually, because
Mm-hmm.
I know that most people have had one parent come to visit them. Like I was saying on the chat, I have had my mom come to visit me, several times. I've been
Mm-hmm.
married for 14 years, and in the course of that 14 years, she has visited like 7 times. So, I can imagine how sad and devastating that could be for anyone,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what I have to say about that is it's a blessing for someone to have a parent, right, to come visit them. But then again, parents, especially mom in-laws, knowing our Nigerian parents, how nosy they can be, there should be a code of conduct, right, when you're in your child's house. I was saying on the chat that my mom, there's a way she used to behave. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
understand, all the while how she used to behave when she comes around. But I think, as I grew old, I began to understand she would, not that she would not, mingle or chat with people or chat with my husband, but she always has this way of trying to give space for my husband to be himself.
Mm-hmm. Gives you your space, right?
That immediately my husband comes back, he will say, hello, greet, oh, she'll say,
And she will
oh,
excuse herself.
she also
Mm-hmm.
used to do that. She'll be doing sign language for me. Maybe she'll even say food, go and give him food. I'll be like, mommy, am I a child? But she'll just say, okay, nah. Like, she'll just say, nah, oh, she'll just say, take the child, one of the babies or something, and you will not see her again till maybe the man goes inside to read, or I don't know, whatever. So that's it has always worked for her. She just kind of, it's not isolation, right? Because she used to, because my husband might ask me, mommy, how for a lot this one. She was, oh, they might talk a little, but she's out of there. She's
Mm-hmm.
not coming to
Yeah. She's
in you people
respecting, she's
conversation.
respecting his space.
Exactly. And also
Mm-hmm.
allow the person to enjoy his house, that don't keep him uncomfortable, because remember, is your mom, not his mom. So the
Mm-hmm.
way you're relating with him, the man may not even, it's not his mom. We should understand, yeah, no matter how some moms might, I think some moms may be passing their boundaries. That
Yeah.
could be. case, we are not saying, somebody was saying on the chat, there's no justification. Of course, there's no justification for what this young man has done. None whatsoever. But something happened. We don't know what was happening in that. Plus the fact that maybe he was not mentally okay. He was not in a good space,
Yeah.
mentally.
No, there's definitely no justification for this behavior. And the conversation we're having is not even for this lady, it's generally,
Yeah.
how people should roll when they have, in-laws and family members visiting from Africa, especially elderly people. That's it. Yeah, nobody is going to say that this is a good story or that what the young man did is right, because it's horrible.
And another thing that happens sometimes, some people, the man may have, probably some men can feel ganged up against in their own space. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That way men think. They may feel, oh, okay, you are coming to take take over my space, take over my kitchen. As much as the mom-in-law should be there, help out, but don't always be in the kitchen. It's not your house. You only
Mm-hmm.
be there to help. Do your
Mm-hmm.
omugwo is cook your omugwo meals. And when it comes to omugwo, it's
Mm-hmm.
mainly, the focus should be on the
Yeah.
babies that you need
Mm-hmm.
to look. It's not, you're not coming to run the house. It's not
Mm-hmm.
your house.
Yeah.
Don't even, and it's your child's house. Respect their space. Always take the babies, okay, and take the babies and let the couple be. Let the couple have time to bond. They can even be inside the house. I remember when my mom was younger, she used to take the baby entirely from us
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and go and sleep with the child. That's
My
part of
mom
your,
did that. Yeah, my
yes.
mom did that. Yeah, back when my mom was in Nigeria, she would take my baby and go and sleep with the baby. I'll
And go
sleep
and
by
sleep with the,
yeah.
that's
Mm-hmm.
Mugo. If your daughter has healed, you do the pressing of the hot water. If you want to do all those rituals, and maybe try and cook for her, cook a little, but focus on that baby. If you focus on the baby, the mom will be fine. She will be able to do one or two things for herself and her husband. I'm sure that if most moms operate that way, it won't be seen as if a mom is coming to take over someone's house or someone's, men will not feel threatened, because I I know that most times my mom was coming. It was my husband that did all her applications. I never did anyone, paid all her. He was eager for her to come. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he
And
was
another
eager.
thing is that some wives, some women don't apply wisdom. You see, you cannot be telling your mom negative stories about your husband and
Exactly.
you expect her to like him.
God bless you. Exactly.
Because you
That's
can forgive your husband, you can make up with your
but
husband, but your mom will not
there's
forget.
already a bias there
Mm-hmm.
somehow. You'll be looking, okay, you did this to my daughter, right? And mothers can also give attitude. Nigerian mothers, they can have, attitudes or side talks. There's some we know Nigerian mothers, they can be giving the guy side talk in his house. Oh, you're back now. I don't know. I'm using Nigerian movie as if those things can happen. I think they can actually happen. So you can actually frustrate somebody in their own house, in their own space. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's supposed to be a nice, blessed time. Even my mom, she used to do, to the extent that sometimes we'll go to the restaurant, she'll be like, no, you push, you go. I will say, mommy, now what for you? Like, what's this? You say, go. One
Hmm.
or a few times she'll go. She doesn't always tag along. She tags along sometimes, but even going to
Hmm.
church, okay, I'll do online, or don't worry, I'll take the baby. She created
Because she
that.
wants you to have your family time.
That
Mm.
is not her family, it's yours, and she wants you to enjoy your house, be free in your house, despite the fact that she's still around. So he
Mm.
helped. He was always eager to have her, mommy. Even when he's to the airport, he brings her, he takes her. My husband never felt threatened. He was even like, I don't mind mommy coming to live with us. When she gets really old, I'm like, you're going too far now. But for the fact that the woman respects herself, she
Mm-hmm.
respects the marriage, to the extent that, arguments once in a while, maybe mild argument, if she hears voices, she will never come out. She
Mm.
will never come out. Later, she will be like, "So what was that? No, 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 don't do that. So remember, I'm here." She will always say, "Remember, I'm here. I don't
Mm.
want people." That kind of shows. She will always call you to order.
Mm.
So even if you're having arguments with your husband and your mom calls you to order inside the house, she makes, she tells you something that will ensure that you never do it again, that man will not feel threatened.
Yeah.
But
So
you
unfortunately, some when there are issues in the marriage, some mothers will team up with their daughter and gang up against the man.
and it
It
feels like
can
a
it
gang
can
up.
really, really escalate things. As an elderly person, it's not all elderly people that know how to settle people when they are quarreling, when there's disagreements, when a young couple like this are having disagreements. It's not everybody that has the wisdom to be able to say, okay, you, this one, you didn't do this well. You didn't do this
Exactly.
well. Give them examples of things they can do. You de-escalate it. You don't start apportioning blames. Do you understand? Say, it's always your fault. You are the one. You
Ah,
are the.
exactly. And Bimpe said something on the comment section. Do you know that that's why some mom-in-laws, some mothers may just want to side your husband. Let it be that, okay, I'm on his side,
Yes,
all the time.
yes,
That
yes.
that it could be
That's
their
wrong
strategy.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's obviously. But
Mm,
obviously it won't feel like a gang up, but that's not right. I
yeah.
think the best format is to just stay neutral in
Stay
the house.
neutral. And that's something most Nigerian mothers cannot do, to stay
Don't they
neutral. Lie,
please
lie. They will
stay
struggle.
neutral. Don't talk,
Mm,
even if they are shouting, argue. A couple may just start arguing, with each other. Just keep quiet. Keep
mm,
quiet and ask your daughter, what is it, please? Not why I'm here.
yeah.
While I'm here, please, let's respect me, okay? And let it not happen again. But don't come out immediately and come and say, oh, and when you come out immediately to start trying to settle the argument between them, you may say something. The man may want to push your daughter or something. You say, oh, you said hitting my daughter. That, I don't know. It can just go
Yeah, it
go
can go
south.
anywhere. Yeah. The devil thrives when there is conflict, when there is disagreement. So wisdom and a lot of, you know, uh allowing Holy Spirit to help you, to really speak to you is important. Yeah. Some people just follow their parents blindly. Some women follow their mothers blindly. Some men, anything their mother say is law and order. My mother has said it, you must do it. It doesn't always work like that. So in-laws contribute to a lot to why some marriages end. Thank you so much, Charis Olivia. Do appreciate you for calling. You need to call us more often without your sweet, lovely voice. I appreciate you, my dear. Guys, please give us a thumbs up if you are learning some value from tonight's live stream. I see you, Tammy. CeCe, coming to you in a minute. I pinned this comment because I want to say something about it. Milolalo said, I had a friend like that in uni. Her dad will wait for her to come home to warm his food in the microwave. He will refuse to do it. He's dished out, but she can just microwave and serve him. So this microwave thing, again, some parents from Nigeria they tell you they don't eat microwave food. Somebody told me that their in-law came and said that he doesn't eat. He's a man, no. He said he doesn't eat yesterday's soup. Imagine you are visiting somebody's house and you are telling your brother's wife that you don't eat yesterday's soup, that your wife normally cook fresh soup for you every day. Now, I don't have a problem with your wife cooking whatever you like, but uncle, this is not your house. You should have brought your wife or stayed at home if you want freshly made food. So imagine somebody like that visiting you. Someone that will tell you that either is your brother-in-law or your father-in-law or your own family that will tell you that you have to cook my soup every day. How is that going to work? I don't know how that's going to work. It's a recipe for disaster. Labuki said, Auntie B, my sister-in-law came into the UK recently with COS Jackpot visa, and she caused so much havoc in my marriage. Shengbo. In-laws contribute to why a lot of marriages break up. I'm telling you guys. Nigerian in-laws. Mm. I was planning my exit before my husband senses came around. We are still healing. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm really sorry to hear that, Labuki. I pray that the Lord will help you to heal completely. Wow. Thank God he came to his senses. Oh. Otherwise, sister-in-law would have just bafuka his marriage. And then she will go ahead and go and marry her own. Abi, you guys need to be careful with in-laws. Mo said, one thing I've realized, some of our Nigerian men can't call out their moms over their shady behavior. Mhm. and passenger princess's ways is a turn off. Adding mother-in-law management, I've learned way too many stories. Obaton, which one is passenger princess ways again? Again, no. Okay, I think Tammy has a story. I'm lost there a little bit more, but I got you. Mo, welcome, Tammy. How are you, darling? It's been a minute.
Hello, Auntie B. Good evening. It's been a long time.
Your mom came?
Yeah,
Really?
my mom.
Wow.
Look, my mom came when we got married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It
and
was
after
in
that,
Italy when you got married.
we
Yeah.
we refused her to come back.
Oh, I thought she came back.
No, you won't kill us.
Oh my God,
We
really?
refused her to come back. So we got married. My mom came. She spent 3 months with us. In that 3 months, the first thing that happened, because my husband was living in his own place, I was in my own place, but we decided to move into a different flat completely just to start afresh. So we moved into this new flat and was buying everything new. The first thing that happened was that my husband and I, we wanted to like have a discussion. So we went out, we sat in the car, not knowing that mom was upstairs looking at us from the window. We were there for hours. When we got back in, the first thing she said, "What are you guys doing in the car? You've been there
Mm-hmm,
for hours."
mm-hmm.
I
And
said,
this is
"Oh,
you trying to have some privacy.
yeah." And I said, "Oh, we're just having a husband and wife conversation." She was like, "What is that conversation that you're having there that you can't have in the house?
Mm-hmm.
For me, when not get husband." I was like,
Ah,
"Okay."
ah,
That, that was the first one. Second one, and this my mom was like, she wanted to just like literally take control of everything. How I
mm,
will feed my husband, what I need to make the eba. I'm not doing the eba properly. I need to put it on a tray. I need to do this. I need to do that. One day, we bought a new set of curtains.
mm-hmm.
She looked at the curtain. She was like, "Oh, the curtain should be cut in the middle." And me and my husband was like, "No, mom, that is how we like it. We bought it like that. That is how we like it." She was like, okay." We went out one day. When we came back at TB, curtain was done. My mom has cut the curtains.
Is a lie.
I'm telling you.
She's the opposite of Charis Olivia's mother that everybody is praising for minding her business. Your mom, she likes wowulence.
She's
She cut the
problem.
cutting.
She's problem. She cut the curtain. She was stitching it with needle. We came, was like, what? She was like, yes, I told you guys that the curtain is better the other way. I wanted to just explode. My husband just grabbed my hand, saying, just calm down, calm down. And then my son, TJ, oh my God, TJ used to love drawing comic characters, these comic cartoon characters. He was so passionate about them. TJ was like about, maybe he was 12 years old then. My mom will be shouting, "Stop drawing all these demonic things. All these demonic things that you're drawing every day. Oh yeah, draw me." And teacher would say,
Ah,
"Grandma, I
she
don't
said, "Draw
eh?
me."
Yeah, you must draw me now." Teacher will like,
Yes.
"Grandma, I don't draw people. I draw comic." "No, no, 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 don't be drawing all those demonic things. God forbid." "Oh yeah, draw me." She will not pose for teacher to draw. She will
Yeah,
complain. The teacher sit
Chineke.
on the table. How can a child eat? I don't know how to push the chair in. How can this? How can that? One day the
You've been
poor
nagging the
boy
poor child.
DJ
Mm-hmm.
broke down and just came to me, "Mom, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I can't do anything right by grandma. I can't." The boy had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, I think that's where my friend is getting to that level now,
Oh
where the
my
children are
God.
like, the mother is saying, the one I was
Hmm.
telling the story earlier on, the mother is saying, the mother is saying, your children don't like me, and the children are telling her, your mom
Grandma don't
is
like us.
she's making our life miserable. When is
Yeah,
she going?
yeah. At a point, my husband started growing white hair. That was where his gray hair started growing from in that 3 months. Like, even me that owns the mom, my own mom, at a point I was like, we need to tell her to go. So we all
Mm-hmm.
decided, me, my husband, TJ, we went out and decided, you know what? Let's just be doing countdown. We had to plead with TJ. TJ, don't worry. Countdown. Every
Mm-hmm.
day we go and tick the calendar. We sneak into TJ's room, Tick calendar. Don't worry. She's go. When we escorted her to the airport, from the airport, we started dancing when she left. And
Oh
then
my
2 months down
God.
the line, she wanted to come back. We said no. I said, Mom, you can't come. We are too busy. We have different commitments. You can't come. Guess what she did?
Mhm.
Came, oh.
She came by herself. She bought ticket and came.
She just bought ticket and came, and she called me. Hello, baby girl. I say, hello, Mom. Guess what? I say, what? I'm in town. I said, which town? She said, I'm in London. I said, well, sorry, I'm not in town. I'm in Belgium. I'm out of town.
Good.
I left her. My other brother had to go and carry her.
You put your foot down. Yes.
Put my foot down.
Yes.
Because I told her you cannot come. At the moment, we don't want anybody in this house. And I put my foot down. My brother called me. I said, no. How can you leave Nigeria coming to the UK because you think you have the money and you have you have power to come and you want to? She came and like literally dominated my home. I had to, at a point I told her, Mom, this is now my house, because growing up as a child, my mom would tell you, you are under my roof, go by my law. If you can't stand, you move out. So I had to tell her, Mom, you know the way you used to tell me, this is my roof. It's my law. Stop getting interfering into my marriage, interfering into my home. Stop it. But my husband pleaded with me, said, listen, I don't want any fight between you and your mom, because if it happens, I would look like the bad person. So please, for
Right.
my sake. So
Thank
we
God you have a
all,
calm husband. Some men will not put up with that.
yeah, we all just like beat our teeth and our tongue for that 3 months for her to just quietly stay and go. And when she came back without telling me that I'm in town, I said, I'm sorry, I'm not in town. I'm out of the country.
Thank God she didn't show up in your house. Maybe she didn't
I
have
would
the
like
address.
Auntie B, I'd made up my mind that time that nobody, she's not coming. I put my foot down because we had to sit down. My husband and I sit down and say, you know what? These 3 months that Mom C was here, it affected my husband, affected me, and we were just married then. The marriage would have like
What's
broken
the
up.
point of her coming when you just got married, by the way? What is she's not coming to do Omugwo.
She came for a wedding. It's meant to just be 2 weeks.
Okay, your wedding. That's what she came for.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 weeks. But she said she ended up staying 3 months. She actually wanted to extend it. It was tough.
Wow.
She tried our patience, everybody in the house. And you know, you just got married, you and a man just started living together. That is the time that you're supposed to be getting to know each other. It
Yeah.
was by the grace of God and wisdom.
Yeah.
And patience from my husband, from myself, for us to be able to scale through those 3 months. And after that incident, we decided, you know, after that, few family members came as well, cousin, brother, and we just decided, you know what, no more.
So
If
when
we
she
don't want
came back and went to your brother's house, was your brother living alone? Is he married? And how did that go?
my brother was married, so she went
And
there. He only stayed 2 weeks with them, only 2 weeks, and she went back. Guess what? Till today, she didn't come back again. Because I put my foot down. I said, no, you can't just come and because when she came that time, Auntie B, she would just go on the internet. Okay, I want to go to one fair in Birmingham. Literally, there was one day I went to work night shift, came back. She told my husband, please, you guys should take me to Birmingham. We drove all the way to Birmingham. This woman only walked in that fair 30 minutes. She said, I'm tired, let's go back. 2 days later, she said, I'm going to another one. I said, no, sorry, you're not going anywhere. I'm not going. It was hell.
You can
This
show
is
her
my
the
own
train
brother.
station now. If she knows how to Google first, she knows how to take train now. You give
We
her
left
Google Map
her.
and point it out to her. Mommy, enter train here. It will take you. This is the stop in Birmingham.
But you can
From there.
imagine, this is my own mom. So normally my advice to couples, especially newly wedded couples, if you know your parents, guys, please just send them money, let them be home. The relationship will be better and sweeter.
Even if
Because
you
the
have
life that
babies,
we live,
it might be cheaper for you to pay child care. That's what I'm advising some of you. Because they
yes,
can literally break your marriage.
they will break it, Auntie B. They will break it. Because they will bring their own way and beliefs into your home and want to control your home. Yeah, so I put my foot down, but she went back and told everybody that I kicked her out of my house because of my child. In fact, she said I treat my child like an egg. I kicked her out of the house because of my child. I said, well, it's my child. Sorry.
Mhm.
So she never came, and we decided as a family that no family is coming to live with us, whether from my side or my husband's side. No
She said
family
the
member.
one that made me laugh is the one she would say TJ shouldn't draw what he's doing. Say, draw me. She will now
She
pose
said
and say, draw
demonic
me,
thing.
draw
Yeah,
me.
demonic. That's what
Hey,
she said.
hey,
She said it's
these
demonic.
people, eh?
And you sit in a chair, you eat, you can't put your chair, you eat, you can't do this. There's nothing that child will do that is right by her.
Hmm.
Everything
Hmm.
was nagging. And even me, she was nagging. Oh, you said you are not ready to be a married woman. You will break your marriage. You will this. Your husband come. You can't cook for your husband. See, we live our life differently.
Mm-hmm.
I have cooked. My husband knows that there is food in the kitchen. I just came from night duty. He can warm the food. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, that's not how you treat a man. You are this. You are selfish. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Telling you off again in your own home. Wow.
It was hell.
Hmm.
It was
Hmm.
hell. So no family member, no mother-in-law, no brothers, nobody from both sides.
Makes
If
sense.
we miss them too much, we go to Nigeria and see them. That's the
Lobaton
confusion in our home.
makes sense.
Because they
Hmm.
will break the home, and when they break the home, at the end of the day, they will laugh at you that you as a woman can't hold your home, or you as a man can't. They will laugh at you, but it's them that has broken that marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to be
Absolutely.
wise, especially
Absolutely.
marriages in this part of the world. We have to be wise with our families
Yeah.
and really,
I mean, without all this wahala, marriages are already fragile
of
with the
course,
pressure of the life that we live here. That's why you
of
have to be
course,
intentional to make sure that, it's something that I know is by the side, but I just needed to say this. Dr. Lumide said something. I was watching one of his videos the other day, and he said twice a year he will call
Mm.
his wife because he's been divorced before. You know, when your eye don't see shaggy, when you
Yeah,
marry again, this time around, you are not joking.
yeah,
You want to do everything within your power to make it work.
yeah.
She said twice a year he will call his wife and say, babe, are we good?
Mm.
Please, I need to know that he does that check. Well, he calls it health check, marriage
Yeah,
health check. They will sit
yeah.
down and talk, but please, what have I done? Is there anything? Is there something I overlook? Let's talk. Twice a year he will do that health check.
Very
Because he said,
important.
sometimes you don't know. One day she will just say, I've been waiting for my children to grow up. Today, this
Yeah,
marriage,
and she'll
I'm,
just pack
I'm
a load
done.
and let's go. Yeah. I remember
So,
once, because I like
hmm,
driving, because for me, my husband drives very rough. So I like to do the driving if we're going out. So every time we're going out, I'm driving. My mom would drag me back. Why are you always the one driving? Give him the key to drive. Say, Mom, see, please. We have the way we run our things. She will literally drag me back. "Mm-mm, let him drive. Let him drive." I said, Jesus Christ Almighty. It's crazy. It's crazy, honestly. Yeah.
Thank God.
Well,
Again, that's why
mm,
when you
yeah.
marry a man or a man marries a woman that he can communicate with, is very, very good. You
Yeah.
see, because you were able to have that conversation with your husband, yeah,
Yeah.
it really, really saved your marriage because, otherwise, how are you going
Yeah.
to explain it, Pay? The mother is so into your marriage. She came, she's bad mouthing your child, she's telling you how to run your
Yeah.
home, she's in the middle of you can't even have a private conversation. She
I
wants to
tell
be
you,
inside it.
let me tell you a funny one before I go. Let me tell you a last one. There was one evening I was working night duty. So I was cooking because when she came, my mom she's well to do, so she doesn't cook, never done anything. She just pays for everything. So she came all the 3 months. She never helped me, nothing in the house. And like you were saying, I will cook morning, afternoon, evening, every day. So this evening, I was cooking jollof rice, but I was running late for work. So I said to her, "Oh, mom, see, please, can you look? Just make sure you keep an eye on the rice when everything is in. When it's done, just turn the cooker off." She said, "Okay." So I came to the living room and told my husband as well. I said, "Babe, please, I'm cooking rice. I've told mom, see, but just keep an eye in case she goes to the bedroom." She heard me telling my husband, and she came and said, "You've told me already, so why are you telling your husband?" So I said, "I'm just telling him, just in case if you're in the room, so he can keep an eye." She said, "I'm not gonna do it. He can do it. He can check it. I'm not doing it." I said, "Why are you always like this?" And she said, "You know me now. I've said it. I've said it. You know this woman enter room. I called my husband later. That woman didn't come out. Oh.
Hmm.
And my husband
Hmm.
finished cooking."
Hmm. Thank God for the grace that you have. Hmm. Thank God for grace.
It's
Thank God.
grace.
That's all I can say. So, I
Job.
mean, with your story and balancing it with Cherish Olivia's story, we all know the kind of parents we have, except we want to deceive ourselves. Thank you so much,
Exactly.
Tammy. It's lovely to
Exactly.
hear your voice again. Please
Nice
call
to
again.
hear
I've missed
your
you
voice.
so much. And my
Same here.
love to your lovely husband. God bless your
I
home.
will. I will.
Thank you, my
Bye.
darling. Bye, darling. See, with all of us, we know the kind of parents that we have. Oh, if your mother is a peaceful person, you know. If she's the one that fights the whole adubo, you know. Yeah, you say you love them regardless. Yes, nobody's saying don't love your mother or don't hate your mother. But if you use your hand and bring somebody like that into, it's not everybody that has the grace. So some husbands, if not that Tammy is blessed to have this amazing man, I know him by the way, who is her husband. The story she's telling now, laughing, it could have had a different outcome. It will have a definitely different outcome. So you guys, if you don't take anything away from this show today, mind the way you are bringing people to come and live in your space in the abroad. It can literally, it can scatter your life. It can ruin your marriage. It can send you to prison for doing things that you never thought you can do. So you need to put your feet down. Again, count the cost. Is it not better for you to pay for childcare than to be bringing somebody to do Omugwo? I ask you again. Discuss it all. And you brothers, please don't force anybody to come and do Omugwo. Don't force anybody on your wife. That's where the wahala starts. You know that your mother does not like your wife. They never accepted your wife. You will now say she must come and do Omugwo. Omugwo is not for you. Omugwo is for the mother and the baby. So if there's anybody that has votes regarding who is coming to do Omugwo, your wife must have 80% votes in that discussion. You have 20. Because it's not you that carry pregnancy. I didn't see you going to labor room to go and push a baby out of your pelvic. So please, people shouldn't annoy me because I'm remembering the pain now that I went through. CeCe, welcome. Good
Hey,
evening.
Auntie B. Hey, Obodo fam.
Hey, darling, how
I
are
was
you?
listening to the story. I'm really well. Oh my god, I was laughing. I'm like, is this like a Nollywood movie or something? I swear that could have been Patience. Me and
Yes.
Charis were
Somebody said
saying
it
it.
in the comment section. That's Patience Ozoku.
I swear. I can literally see her playing this type of mother-in-law from hell. Oh, that's so sad. But I kind of feel bad for her. Is she not married anymore? Like, I mean, is she just a busybody or what's the problem? Did she not know
Yeah.
that that's how her mum is before she came?
Well, she came for the wedding. She was not meant
Oh,
to stay. Yeah.
okay.
She came for the
Oh
wedding and overstayed. Refused to go.
gosh.
Mm.
I just called in because I just wanted to say hello to you. That's all.
Oh, thank you very
Uh,
much, my
I've
darling. It's
missed you. I've
lovely to see
missed
you.
you.
I've missed you too, but I'm
Yeah.
back now. You can see I have shows
I know. I saw you've
tomorrow.
lined up all
I've
your
lined up
content.
all the
I
back to
said,
back to back.
Auntie B's back in business. Your
Ah.
enjoyment has ended, huh?
Yeah, from time to time, the breaks are needed, but when we are back, we are
Yeah,
back.
yeah, definitely.
Thank you
Good
very
to have,
much. Charis
good to have you
Olivia
back.
said, don't remember that pain. No. It used to annoy me, yeah, when men think that they should have a say
I don't think
regarding
there's any say.
they should have a say regarding when it comes to the pain that women go through. It's then you not come and start telling me it's my house. It's my house. Uncle, I didn't see your stretched tummy for 9 months. I didn't see it stretching.
Uh,
I didn't
yes.
see you losing sleep. I didn't see you not being able to lie down. Before I started having babies, my tummy was the best place I used to lie down. Try
Oh,
carrying a baby bump and putting it down to sleep and see how uncomfortable it is. You can't do it.
it's true. It's true.
Let me not even
Men,
go down that route because
no say. Mm-hmm. What happened to
please,
your
you can't you
your
can't you can't describe it. You can't describe it. So allow the woman, if she doesn't even want somebody, like somebody here was saying that she's having an argument with her husband about bringing his mother to do Omugwo. He said, I don't want your mother to come.
what his mum?
Please.
Why his mum?
Yeah, just respect it.
Yeah.
Please. This is the biggest gift you can give to a woman that's just given birth. And you know, you are the one that, after all the pain and suffering that will go through, the baby will still bear your name. It's not answering my name, oh. Never mind the fact that I've already changed my name anyway. So please,
Yeah, just
wisdom is profitable to direct. Allow wisdom to rule in your home. You know,
absolutely.
winning is because you're a man doesn't mean that you have to win all the arguments all the time. Wisdom is important for you to be able to rule in your home, or to be able to lead. Let me not use the word rule, because you now sound like
Laughing demand,
a
yeah.
monarch.
No, it's true. No, you're right, and to be honestly, I think men don't really have an idea of what women go through. So I mean, in those very tender months or a few days after giving birth, I mean, you should be at your wife's beck and call, not making her more stressed. Why do you want to? I don't even understand that thing of inviting my partner's mum to do my. I don't want your mum to do anything. If my mum is alive, I'll get my own mum to do it. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's already
yeah,
very weird, you know. So
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
necessary. It's not necessary at all. Or just get a
Absolutely.
nanny.
Yeah.
Hire a nanny for that period. Even better.
So we're
Mhm.
talking about, before you leave, CeCe, let's just
Yeah.
before you go, let's talk about this person, the young man that did this. He's only 36 years old, from what we
Mm.
read.
Yeah.
They said that they laid him off work the day that this thing happened. Came back from work, unalive the mother-in-law, and tried to unalive his wife as well. So when people are going through a lot of pressure like that, additional stress of losing income, losing a job, or life happens to them.
Mm.
What can we say to people like that? Because things happen in life, and some people don't know how to manage these things. And usually that's why, all this family stuff happen, because the first person that will collect is in your household.
Mm. I
They
think
take
it's
it out
important.
on the nearest.
I don't know. The story just sounds all over the place until we get more info. Because I don't understand what the mum has got to do with him being laid off work. Because I think from your story, you said that the mother-in-law was already had already been, maybe
Unalive, yes.
unalived before,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
when the wife got back, he kind of turned on the wife as well. So it seems, did he have a plan to do that? Was he arguing with the mother-in-law about him not being at work? Like what's the context, and how did it even escalate to him unaliving the mother-in-law first? Because it's not like he's
Mm-hmm.
in a relationship with the mother-in-law. So how did that even happen? So for me, I think sometimes it's hard. This country is hard, especially when you come as a like an immigrant, or you're migrating here, you're trying to find your feet, and then obviously maybe you have family dynamics that are also turbulent as well. It's not a good mix in terms of for your mental health and everything. I think it's just important to have, maybe he should have had, if you make friends or you have people around you, like have a community. So maybe instead of coming home, he could have gone to his boys, or he could have gone to like a neighbor, somebody he's close with, to vent, and then
Mm-hmm.
kind of offload all of that, annoyance, that anger of being laid off, and then come home, and then maybe been able to work, or even have the friend come with him to, be someone, like maybe he felt ganged up on in the house if he was having an issue with the mum. I mean, with his wife, and then the woman's mum is there. He feels like, okay, he's going to be ganged up on. You have your person that will support you too. So I think it's
Mm-hmm.
important to have a community when you move abroad, people
Mm-hmm.
that not necessarily know you, neutral people, so that you can go
Mm-hmm.
to them in your time of maybe despair, in time of need, and they can offer
Mm-hmm.
you some kind of comfort as well,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe just be there, even just to vent. Sometimes you just need people to vent who's not your family, they don't know you
Mm-hmm.
intimately, they won't judge you, and then you can collect your thoughts, and they can even give you ways to work out, to be like, you know what, in that moment you feel like, oh damn, I've lost my job, this is the worst thing in the world, but that person may be able to offer you, like, okay guy, calm down, maybe let's start looking, let's put your CV together. Oh, I know somebody who's looking for somebody in the interim whilst you're looking, let me speak to that. Do you understand this? They'll have a like an
Mm-hmm.
alternative, maybe a solution that can help, because in the moment when you've been let go from work, you feel like, oh god, the whole world is ended. But
Yeah.
really, it's never that bleak. If there's always other people that you can talk to, and there's always a way out of it, or they can direct you to find, I just the situation is just crazy. And I think if you're having problems in your marriage already, it's why invite your in-laws to come and stay with you. I just feel
Yeah.
like that's just adding fuel,
Yeah.
like more fuel on a fire that's already burning. It's
Yeah. It's
just
to
not the
save
best, it's not the
costs.
best timing.
Yeah,
you
they
know.
think it's saving costs when they invite in-laws to come and stay with them, so they don't pay for childcare.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So I think that would be, try and have a community so that you have people to vent to outside of
Yeah.
your family setup.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you so much,
You're
CeCe.
welcome.
Lovely to
Bring it back
see
on
you.
Oh, I have
And
a bone to pick. Where was my
okay.
invitation?
Okay. We'll talk
This
about
your
that
enjoyment.
later. We'll talk about that later. CeCe,
Auntie B.
later.
All that
Not
food. Just
online.
5 of you. No comments.
Wasn't that
Love
much.
you. Bye.
CeCe, this is how we're talking now. Don't go and be like Tammy's mom. And just be doing basketballs online. Oh my God. I mean, some of these stories, yeah, if it's not their own child that's telling you the story, you think they're making them up. Honestly. Oh dear. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you've taken one or two things away from tonight. Please give us a thumbs up. So tomorrow I'm back. And what I want to talk about tomorrow is about this couple. We are talking about retirement tomorrow. We hear all kinds of stories around diasporans who relocate to Africa. Mm, hmm. Yeah. Kwareji said, missed you, Auntie B. To the lady's point, I hear her 100%. Most people see people losing it. Say things and yeah, when you see someone losing it, please say it. Say things or say it. You have to say it. Find help. If you are struggling mentally, please speak up before you harm somebody or harm yourself. So this couple had lived, they said they lived in Switzerland for 30 years, returned back to Uganda and decided to have a retirement party. Let's talk about it tomorrow. That was the end for them. So again, we're going to talk about returning back. We just finished talking about Ifeanyi's dad the other day. This one didn't happen in Nigeria. This happened in Uganda. It's your home country, CeCe. You're Uganda. Later, people will be saying Nigeria. I say you too, you people in your country do this kind of thing too, you see. It's not one place. It's everywhere. Mhm. Your country is smaller than Lagos State. Eh? Anyway, talking seriously, yeah, we're going to look at it again and look at everything that happened in that situation because there are so many lessons about retirement, those who plan to retire, what can happen, ways to safeguard yourself, how to retire safely. And again, the big elephant in the room was that there was issues around property. There's always issue around people fighting for land or property. Mhm. So I want to look at that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Join me tomorrow. Let's talk about retiring back to Africa generally. This time around, Uganda. What happened? They lived successfully. They look very healthy. They are both in their 60s. Retired after 30 long years in Switzerland. And just back on when they got to Uganda, both of them are RIP now. Okay, thank you so much. Hope you join me tomorrow. Please give us a thumbs up before you leave. Appreciate you. All the Ugandans, the real Ugandans in the building, oh, not this CeCe that is a fake British Uganda. Oh. The real ones come tomorrow. Let's reason this matter. Yeah. Have boundaries, oh, when you have your in-laws or your parents over. And if you know that you have a parent that likes wahala, don't bring them. Because you might just be bringing them at the risk of your marriage and other things even more like your life. May God help us. So I pray that auntie's soul rest in peace and may the Lord comfort the family. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. GMT. God bless you. I love you. Bye, guys.